Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to COD Central TV. Here are 10 cinematic moments from Call of Duty campaigns that were straight out of action movies. Number 10, Museum Bonus Mission, Night at the Museum. Call of Duty is played from the point of view of a soldier, fighting in conflict from World War II to the modern day, so it's hardly surprising that a lot of war movies feature on this list. What is more unexpected is that Ben Stiller's spooky action comedy, A Night at the Museum, would have been an influence on the game's designers, but the inspiration for the Museum Bonus Mission at the end of COD Modern Warfare 2, in which exhibits the characters from the game come to life. Number 9, Helicopter Rescue, Black Hawk Down. Directed by Ridley Scott, the 2001 film Black Hawk Down is one of the best modern war movies. It tells the true story of a 1993 attack by U.S. forces on a Somali warlord who was standing in the way of a peaceful resolution in the country's civil war. His soldiers managed to down 2 helicopters, and the movie dramatically portrayed the desperate fight to survive, a plot which also features in Modern Warfare 3. Number 8, Russian Roulette, The Deer Hunter. COD Black Ops has some pretty dark moments, but they don't come much darker than the payback mission in the first Black Ops game, when characters Mason and Woods are forced to recreate the iconic Russian roulette scene from the 1978 film The Deer Hunter. The movie starred Robert De Niro as a soldier in the Vietnam War, and the Russian roulette scene in the film caused by a controversy at the time of the release. Not least because method actor De Niro insisted on having a live bullet in the gun during filming to heighten the tension. Number 7, Storming the Normandy Beaches, Saving Private Ryan. The storming of the Normandy beaches on what became known as D-Day is featured in dozens of war movies over the years, but it was the 1998 film Saving Private Ryan which first brought home the true horror of the assault to movie audiences. In COD, World War II borrows heavily from the film for its opening scenes. World at War, set in the Pacific theater of the same conflict, even has an achievement badge called Save Private Ryan, which gamers earn for saving a fellow soldier from burning to death. Number 6, Prison Infiltration Ops, The Rock. Prison infiltrations and breakouts are sprinkled liberally throughout the various COD games, and it's clear that from the fact that they employ some of the same tricks that at least one of the designers was a big fan of The Rock. The 1996 film starring Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery about a team who has to break into Alcatraz, and in W2 the scene in the Gulag shower room was inspired by the movie, with the 2 rooms even looking almost identical. Number 5, US soldiers take revenge on captors, Rambo, The First Blood Part 2. COD used the plot of Rambo First Blood 2 in their first Black Ops game, which saw Mason and Woods take bloody and violent revenge against the Vietnamese and Soviet soldiers who had been keeping them prisoner. This was essentially the same storyline of First Blood 2, which saw John Rambo, played by Sylvester Stallone, return to Vietnam to search for a group of POWs who had been left behind, only to go all, well, Rambo on them, and mount a one-man rescue mission. Number 4, Mountaineering Action Sequences, Cliffhanger. Somebody at Infinity Ward, the game's developer that first came up with the COD concept, is a big Sly Stallone fan, as they also borrowed heavily from another of his movies, Cliffhanger, when creating one of their video game installments. In MW2, the third mission is even called Cliffhanger. It takes place in a mountainous setting that looks very similar to the movie, and also features some of the same dramatic stunts. Number 3, Stalingrad Sniper, Enemy at the Gates. The 2001 film Enemy at the Gates was set around the Battle of Stalingrad, which took place between August 1942 and February 1943, as German forces put the city of its people under. Snipers were employed at both sides, and the movie focuses on the increasingly personal battle between 2 sharpshooters on opposite sides. COD pretty much copied the opening scenes of the movie for the Stalingrad mission for their first game, in which Vasily Zastyav and his fellow soldiers crossed the Volga under heavy fire. Number 2, Vietnam Operation Apocalypse Now. Black Ops had missions that were set during the Vietnam War, and some of them have borrowed heavily from the classic war movie, Apocalypse Now. They didn't use the actual storyline of the film, which was itself based on the 1899 book by Joseph Conrad, but anyone who has seen Apocalypse Now and played any of these games would recognize scenes and settings, particularly in the river patrol boats, which feature heavily in both. Number 1, Russian Invasion of the US, Red Dawn. Call of Duty's creators paid tribute to the cult 80s movie Red Dawn in their Modern Warfare 2 game. The film pits the Wolverines, a group of plucky high school students, against Russian forces who have invaded the US. While the good guys in COD are more heavily armed than the youngsters in the movie, the plot is essentially the same, and the mission is even called Wolverines. Red Dawn was remade in 2012, with the studio going as far as describing the film as a live-action Call of Duty. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.